Once again, we're here with VMI swimming and diving coach Bill Nicholson to discuss the women's program. And Coach, this past weekend we certainly saw some impressive times, including the 100 back school record by Mackenzie Perkins. Touch on the women's efforts on Saturday.
It was a it took a couple years to really get this program to start, kind of getting some traction and be able to grow as a legitimate team. When the decision was made to add scholarships 2 years ago, that made an immediate impact. And when they decided to add women's water polo as a seventh sport, that was a huge impact on the program. And so the numbers, the experience, the talent, the desire to improve as an athlete, it's all there on the team now. And we saw that this weekend. We went into a meet with a quality opponent in Pfeiffer, and we were competitive with them. And we won 6 races this weekend, I think. And to come into any meet and break 11 school records, that's a quarter of our record board right there. And to go in there and do it in such decisive fashion. I mean, it wasn't that they were breaking it by a couple hundredths of a second. They broke our 400 medley relay record by 25 seconds, and Mackenzie Perkins broke the 100 backstroke record by 7 seconds. And it was just, Megan O'Halloran rewrote the 6 dive list record boards, all 4 records, Rat and Varsity, on 1 and 3 meter. It was just a fantastic meet for the women's program, and it was a statement, I think, that this is a new day for our team, and that you can't just come in and put your backup kids in and expect to win a meet. You got to bring your best game to the table. Now, we're going to win meets this year. I really believe that, and I'm excited for the girls, and they want, just like with the guys, they want the team to get better, and they want to be competitive, and they want to be the best athletes they possibly can, and they want to bring the best team that they're capable of bringing to the table to the championship meet.
All right, when we did the men's outlook, we touched on the impact of Ray Porter helping to develop Dallas Disbro. Heather McGill this weekend broke both of the school records in the 1 meter, 3 meter diving. That's been an area where historically, for the most part, there's been some struggles, the women's diving. Touch on Coach Porter's impact and what we can expect out of Heather McGill.
Well, when Heather was recruited, I knew she was a really good diver. And then when I got a chance to see her on the board and practice the first couple days, she was even better than I had thought. She's a tremendous athlete. She has the ability to throw difficult dives, and so she's coming in and she's already a pretty accomplished diver on the prep level, and you could see the impact that Ray has already had on her, even just in the first 6 weeks of the season. She's attempting dives that she's never attempted before, and now getting to a place where she can stick them. She's really landing these dives, and I think just watching the two of them work together, I think that what we saw this weekend is just the tip of the iceberg for what she's capable of doing, working with Ray on a daily basis. I think she's one of the best divers in the league right now, and they give her 4 more months of working with Ray, and I just think that she's a dark horse for podiums at championships. She's got that kind of talent, and she's got a great coach working with her every day.
All right, we mentioned Mackenzie Perkins. Of course, Perkins and Megan O'Halloran are both water polo recruits as well. What impact do you feel that adding water polo has had on the women's swimming program?
It's when they told me that women's water polo was a sport that was going to be picked as a 7th sport, I felt like this was was going to be a real plus for swimming. My recruiting is on the East Coast. That's where I know people. That's where we go after people. And we've had girls from the West Coast come onto the program before, but bringing Anna in, and Anna is. You couldn't have asked for a better person to come in and take over our first-year water polo team. I mean, she's just fantastic, and the people that she's bringing in are really, really good athletes. And so during the season, partly what we're doing is just try to condition them and get them in shape so that they can win water polo games in the springtime. That's always going to be the priority. But a lot of these girls swim competitively and enjoy swimming competitively as well, and we're seeing the benefits of you know, being able to recruit in multiple ways. You know, these girls bring a water polo mentality to the sport of swimming, and it's a very tough attitude, and they're not afraid to get in and battle with people in events, and you see them practice every day, and these girls are accomplished, they're very athletic, they're not afraid to get in and compete, and they will fight you every inch of the way in a race. And so I am really enjoying my first opportunity to work with water polo players who happen to also compete on the sport in the sport of swimming. There's a mindset that they bring to the table that is just really enjoyable to work with. They're really tough, and they're really smart, and they want to win. That's just, you know, they want to win meets, and they want to win the races. They want to win water polo games in the spring, and you know, my goal is to make sure that all happens because they put the work in.
All right, Coach, with such a large class of newcomers, what do you see as a good goal for the women's team this season?
You know, we moved last year. We had a really young team. We moved up a place in our conference meet. You know, we never beat North Carolina A&T at the meet before. I think that what we want to try to do is to continue to move up in the conference rankings. And so last year, you know, there were the teams, the first 2 or 3 teams that were in front of us. I think we got to start taking a look at them. That's our immediate goals, to try to knock these guys off the championships. And again, you know, ultimate goal is to have everybody on the team put up 100% lifetime bests at the championship meet. And when you do that, good things are going to happen. And then, you know, with the team having 1 senior and 2 juniors, I think that the potential for us to grow very quickly is there. And just the talent and the size of the team as it's grown over the last 2 years, I'm already starting to get a lot more interest on the recruiting side of things from girls who maybe 2 or 3 years ago wouldn't have looked at the school because we were still struggling to get the thing moving in the right direction. So I think, you know, we're trying to move up in our conference standings, trying to improve what the team's best times are at the end of the season, year by year. And I think that we've got good people and good athletes in the program, and I think that's going to draw interest from good athletes on the prep level. And so I think we're in a position where we can really start building this and starting to be competitive on the conference level in the CCSA.
All right, Coach, we look forward to watching the team this season.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the meets myself.